Welcome back to Brain Default 2. We're here in Wiswald still, because they're doing more side quests. There are now 2 in the main area and 1 in the Institute as well. So let's go ahead and talk to... Oh, it's a start.
Aha! Just the man I was looking for.
Are you going out somewhere?
Yep. And I was about to come and find you and ask if you wanted to tag along.
Oh, cool. What's that you got there?
Nothing gets past you, eh? This, my friend, is the finest drop you'll have drunk in a long while.
What?
And I know just the place to enjoy it. Up in the branches of the great tree there, with the lights of the town stretched out beneath us.
Beats spending the evening alone in my room, I guess.
Alrighty then, it's decided. Come and join me when you're ready, eh? I'm off to make a start while the night's still young.
Oh no. This is a night... I bet these only show up now because they're night quests, which might mean there's even more of our towns. Ah, such deep memories. If only I could hear that sound again. We might awfully seeking out a monster called the Coppice in the Frosty Forest. Areas the wood carries. I'm certain memories tied to stuff you see. Coppices, okay.
It's so pretty. You can see the whole town from up here.
That you can. This is my favourite spot in all of Wiswald. The old place has changed quite a bit since we set out on our travels though, eh?
You've changed quite a bit too, you know.
Me? Well, I'm just the same old Elvis, am I not?
Nope. You're different. Maybe you don't see it, but you are.
Better not interrupt.
When I first met you, I thought you were just some weirdo.
Me weird? That's rich coming from you.
Yeah, guess I deserve that.
I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that you're a fairy.
Look, I'm sorry about that, okay? I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long. But it never seemed like the right time, you know? And maybe I still didn't trust you enough. Sorry.
What's with all the apologies all of a sudden? And anyway, what's wrong with a young lady having a secret or 2 up her sleeve?
Young lady? You know I'm like 5 times your age, right?
There you go. Sweating the details. What do I always tell you? It doesn't change anything, does it? You being a fairy, I mean. We're all still friends, right?
Of course. Without you guys, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Aye. We're never so weak as when we stand alone, eh? Just look at it. There's a whole world out there. What's one solitary person in the face of all that? Makes you realise how insignificant you are in the scheme of things, doesn't it?
Just so you know, I'm not a fan of moody drinkers. You're right, though. It's a big old world. And on our own, we're nothing. But all you have to do is get up and put yourself out there, right? Sure, it's a big, wide, scary world. But that's what makes it so amazing when you meet someone.
Aye, I suppose you're right.
You know I am.
Wow. I never realised.
What?
Fairies leave a sort of glowing trail when they fly about the place, eh?
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. Someone told me what it was once, but I forgot. Something about magical residue or something?
Magical residue, eh? Have an idea. Fly around a bit more for me, will you?
Okay.
Bingo! There we go.
What's that?
That residue of yours, I sort of condensed it into a little talisman-y thing.
Wow, It's pretty. Can I have it?
No need to ask, it was yours in the first place.
Thanks. I'll keep it somewhere safe.
I'm flagging, you know. Shall we head back?
Not yet. I
That
want
was
to take
cute.
in the view a little longer.
Fine by me. Drink it in, kiddo. I'm not going anywhere.
It really is beautiful.
Yep. Think I missed my window. I'll just head back to the inn.
Oh man.
A very fine morning to you, good sir.
Oh, you seem pretty chipper.
And why wouldn't I be, eh? Oh, almost forgot. You were supposed to come and meet me last night. Where did you get to?
Well, I thought it was best for me not to intrude.
Intrude? What are you on about? Intrude on what? You missed out on a fine view and an even finer tipple, you know.
I think I can live with that.
He was giving them a moment.
What's that supposed to mean? You're a funny one sometimes, you know?
Very good. I wonder what that does. Magical attack by 15. Okay, that's not bad. Magic defense, restorative power by 20. Dang, I think it's heat. This thing's amazing. And reduce MP consumption. That thing is amazing. Critical charm. She loses a lot of speed though, unfortunately. Gold hairpin. Now they both have MP reduction. We got through the whole battle while we were sitting in that tree, you know. That we did, eh? And why not? I thought you were saving it for a special occasion. That's what you told me anyway. Did I really say that? Heh, me and my memory. But, look, a decent drop's not hard to come by if you put your mind to it. We'll get some more, don't you worry. Precious ones with your pals, though. Those are we've got a treasure. And if it happened to involve drinking a whole bottle of the good stuff, then so be it. I still got no regrets. Okay, if you say so. There's no come crying me about what a waste of it was next day thirsty. A waste? Did it ever cross your mind that the special occasion I had in mind might have been the very night we actually drank it? And it was special, right? You even got a wee memento show for it. The talisman? Aye, and every time you look at it, the taste of that special bottle will come flying back. That's what you want me to remember? Ugh, why even bother? Why's the little girl up here? Oh, it's Lily!
Please, Roddy, you've got to take a break. You'll burn yourself out.
Take a break? And what kind of example would I be setting for everyone then?
Hey guys, is everything okay?
No, everything is not okay. This pig-headed old bampot's been working flat out for 3 days straight. He's not had a wink of sleep. I mean, if he carries on at this rate, well...
Well, nothing. What's 3 days? Have a job to do, and I can't rest until it's finished. Anyway, I know my body better than anyone, and I'm telling you there's nothing to worry about. Now, I've got to go. I need to check in with everyone.
I knew this would happen. I'm taking you home, mister. You need your rest, and you're getting it whether you like it or not. Poor Roddy was absolutely exhausted. No sooner had his head hit the pillow than he started snoring. He's working far too hard trying to get Wiswald back on its feet. But that's who he is, I suppose. I mean, he insists that if he wants everyone to make the effort to get things back to normal, he has to lead by example. And I think that's wonderful, don't get me wrong. It's just... well, I wish he'd take better care of himself, that's all. So I've been on at him constantly about it, and we've been rowing something awful.
I can see why you'd be worried about him.
Thanks. You couldn't do me a wee favour, could you? He was off to do the rounds, see how everyone's getting on. Could you go instead? They might open up to you a bit more anyhow. And if I can tell him the world's not falling apart without him, maybe he'll not be up every 5 minutes checking on everything.
I'd be happy to help. And I'll be sure not to tell them you sent me.
I think that would be for the best, aye. Thanks. You're a lifesaver.
Dang.
This blue stuff's an absolute nightmare. I can't get rid of the stains, no matter how hard I scrub. If that wasn't bad enough, now I've gone and snapped the handle off my brush. I'll never get the place cleaned up at this rate. Whew. I'm in a right old pickle, no mistake.
Excuse me, would this be enough for a new brush?
Oh, Jinx, that's very kind of you, laddie. Aye, this should be more than enough.
Does Roddy not usually give you tools and that kind of thing?
Roddy? Oh, aye, I always make sure I've got everything I need. The boy's a marvel. Just hate to bother him, you know. Had a hard enough job convincing him to let me take over the cleaning in the first place. This is no job for a man of his talents. He's got far more important things to be getting on with. Like leading his people, for one.
Huh. You're not wrong about that.
I just wish he'd lean on us all a bit more, you know? We're here for him. He needs to understand that.
Well, it's certainly looking a whole lot better round here, eh?
Ah, all right there, Roddy. We were just talking about you.
Oh, aye. Cursing my name for working you so hard, I expect. Well, not to worry, I'm here now. You go home and rest.
Oh, no you don't. Back to bed with you, now.
If I can't get this blasted branch out of the way once and for all, we'll never get this place rebuilt. I've sat down and used every trick Roddy ever taught me to put together a plan. I've got all the tools ready and everything. All I need to do is get things underway. The only problem is, it's way too big a job for one person. I need help.
Here, maybe this will convince a few people your job is a priority.
Really? You're just giving it to me? Wow, thanks. I'll be able to put a crack squad together with this little lot, no doubt about it. I might even be able to get them to help with a couple more things I've got in mind. Thanks again, pal. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, don't mention it. Before I go, though, can I ask you something? Have you told Roddy that you need help?
I haven't, actually. Suppose I wanted to show him I could get the job done myself, you know? After all, he's taught me so much. Only seems right to make myself useful in return.
Wow. Roddy's quite the inspiration.
All right there, big man. How are you getting on with that tree?
Oh, aye, all good, Gaffer. Everything's under control.
That's what I like to hear. Give us a shout if I can help you with anything, eh? And remember, don't overdo it. There's nothing to be gained from pushing yourself too hard.
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Come on, you. Back to bed.
Oh, boy. Oh, look. Yeah, I thought so. No, it's not. It's her, actually.
So, Lily, I've been thinking. Oh, ignore me, love. I was just wittering away to myself.
Do you mind if I ask what it was about?
I suppose it can't hurt. See, I want to ask Lily if I can help look after the bairns the Institute took in. I thought it might make her life a wee bit easier, you know.
That sounds like a great idea. I bet Lily will be glad of the help.
You really think so? I was getting all nervous, wondering if I'd only get in the way. But we can't just carry on relying on her for everything, can we? Alright, if you think she'd be keen, I'll go and ask her. Would you mind if I... No, Lily, I couldn't help
I have plenty of money, so yeah, whatever.
Here. Maybe this will help break the ice with Lily. You can use it to buy a few things for the kids at the Institute.
Oh, that's very generous of you, but I really can't accept it.
Why not? It's all for the future of Wiswald.
I suppose you're right. All right, maybe I will take it. Thanks so much.
Roddy and Lily are lucky to have so many people working hard to help them get Wiswald back on its feet.
Oh no, we're the lucky ones. Roddy's the best leader a country could hope for. I do worry about him though. Sometimes I think he tries to do too...
Oh, hello there. While I've got you, let me thank you for putting up with everything I've been asking you to do.
Thank me, but I haven't.
Come on now, what are you getting so flustered for? Anyone would think you...
Roddy! Roddy's working too hard. That's the truth of the matter. Rebuilding this place isn't just down to him. We've all got to do our bit. And besides, he's got all his other duties. There's a country to run after all.
You're right. He has more than just rebuilding the city to worry about. Things must be pretty difficult for him right now. Maybe I should go and see if there's anything I can do to help. I'll go talk to Lily about helping out.
Well, how did it go?
Yeah, everybody's working hard. Feels like things will be back to normal before long. They all have a lot of faith in Roddy, and a lot of respect. But they are also kind of worried. They think he's doing too much.
Sorry I had to pick up my slack there for a wee bit. Still, if nothing else, I saw enough to tell me that this is no time to be loafing around at home. One more push, then maybe we can breathe easy at last.
Please, Roddy, you have to rest.
I can't, Hen. Not now. What kind of message would it send if people saw their leader slacking off, eh?
But Roddy, if you keep going like this, you'll end up doing it again.
Eh?
Have you forgotten our wedding, you great oaf? You fretting about all the preparations, staying up all night, worrying yourself sick, and then finally, on the night before the big day, keeling over with the strain of it all.
I just wanted it to be perfect.
Exactly. You piled impossible expectations on yourself until they crushed you. And now you're doing it again. Look, everyone thinks it's amazing how responsible you feel for making sure Wiswald gets back on its feet. But you don't have to do it all yourself.
Lily's right.
Aye, that she is, Gaffer. Don't be afraid to lean on us. We can take it.
Of course we can. And besides, you've got all your other responsibilities to be thinking of.
But I've not been thinking straight, have I? Well, thank heaven someone has. All right, I'll take a wee break. It's for the good of Wiswald in the long run, eh? And for our good too.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I'd never get him to see sense.
Oh, don't mention it. By the way, you said that Roddy collapsed the day before your wedding? What happened after that?
Well, we had to postpone the whole thing, of course. But we couldn't let the food go to waste, so we invited everyone round for an impromptu party anyway. The silly old fool ended up paying for 2 weddings. Honestly, if that doesn't teach a man not to overstretch himself, I don't know what will.
Oh, man. Roddy never rests. I should have known Roddy would be overdoing it. He never was able to take things easy. That's when you had any problem with it, I'm sure. Well, Liam always did say Roddy and I complement it perfectly. Far better to play one's strengths than to attempt to change one's nature, I suppose. Exactly. I can never be like Roddy, and he can never be like me. And that's what makes us such a good team. Which doesn't say people can't change. Roddy himself has calmed down a bit compared to how he used to be. Really? He used to be even worse than this? Oh, aye. If he had gotten himself tied up in a tricky research problem, he often wouldn't eat or sleep for days. I quite worried about him at one point and took my concerns to Lady Emma. She saw what was happening straight away and gave him a new assignment. He spent a whole week at home not even thinking about work. there was no other way to make him take a break? Wow. No one's really believed that he'd do it, though. Lily especially. She had to keep a close eye on him to make sure he wasn't seriously reading books on his bag covers. I don't think it made it very easy for her, poor girl. Imagine how she must have felt. Yeah, well, push yourself too hard doesn't do anyone any good. Remember that, and make sure to rest up when we have the chance.